In the annals of history, certain battles transcend the clash of swords and the roar of cannons. They become symbols of courage, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of freedom. The Battle of Colachel is also known as Kulachal War. It occurred on 10th August 1741 between the Kingdom of Travancore and the Dutch East India Company. In the conflict known as the Travancore-Dutch War, King Marthanda Varma's forces emerged victorious over the Dutch East India Company. Admiral Eustachius de Lannoy commanded him. This defeat marked a significant turning point as the Dutch never regained their strength and ceased to be a major colonial threat in India. Consequently, the Dutch shifted their focus to Indonesia, a region strongly influenced by the ancestors of Travancore, the Chola dynasty. It had previously defeated the Srivijaya Empire and controlled Indonesia until 1279 AD. This wasn't just a fight for territory, it was a fight for survival, a resounding cry against the encroaching tide of European colonialism. The Kingdom of Travancore, a small but fiercely independent realm, stood against the might of the Dutch East India Company. The Dutch, with their superior weaponry and naval power, seemed invincible. Yet, the people of Travancore, led by their visionary king, Marthanda Varma, were determined to defend their homeland at any cost. The battle raged on with unparalleled ferocity. The soldiers of Travancore, armed with traditional weapons and an unyielding spirit, faced the well-equipped Dutch forces. The air was thick with the sounds of clashing steel, booming cannons, and the cries of warriors. Despite the odds, the local warriors fought valiantly, their determination unwavering. They knew that this battle was not just for their generation, but for the future of their land and their people. Every inch of ground was contested fiercely, every life lost a testament to their resolve. It was a moment of truth for the Kingdom of Travancore, facing the might of the Dutch East India Company. The outcome of this clash would resonate far beyond the battlefield, forever etching its place in the chronicles of Asian resistance. When the dust settled, the victory of Travancore was not just a military triumph, but a powerful statement against colonial oppression. The bravery and strategic brilliance of Marthanda Varma and his soldiers became a beacon of hope for other regions under colonial threat. The Battle of Colachel remains a poignant reminder of the enduring spirit of resistance and the unyielding quest for freedom. It is a chapter in history that continues to inspire and resonate, a testament to the power of unity and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. To understand the magnitude of the Battle of Colachel, we must first journey back to 18th century India, a time when the subcontinent was a mosaic of kingdoms, each with its own unique culture and history. The southern tip of the subcontinent was home to the Kingdom of Travancore, a land known for its lush landscapes, vibrant culture, and strategic location along the spice trade routes. This region was not just a geographical marvel, but also a bustling hub of commerce and trade, attracting merchants from far and wide. Ruled by the astute Maharaja Marthanda Varma, Travancore was a beacon of prosperity and stability. Maharaja Marthanda Varma was not only a shrewd leader, but also a visionary who foresaw the importance of strengthening his kingdom against external threats. His reign marked a period of significant military and administrative reforms. Meanwhile, across the seas, European powers were vying for control of the lucrative spice trade. The European colonial ambitions were driven by the insatiable demand for spices, which were essential not only for culinary purposes, but also for their preservative and medicinal properties. Among them was the Dutch East India Company, a formidable force with ambitions of expanding its dominion in the East. The Dutch, with their powerful naval fleet and extensive trade networks, were determined to establish a monopoly over the spice trade. Their eyes fell on Travancore, a land rich in pepper, a spice more valuable than gold in the markets of Europe. The Dutch saw an opportunity to control this vital region and its resources, setting the stage for a confrontation that would alter the course of history in the region. The seeds of conflict were sown in the fertile soil of trade. The pepper trade, a seemingly simple exchange of goods, was far more than just a commercial transaction. It was a battleground of power, influence, and control. Travancore, with its abundant pepper harvests, held a monopoly over this prized commodity. The region's fertile lands and favorable climate made it the perfect place for pepper cultivation, and the kingdom thrived on this lucrative trade. The Dutch, eager to control the source and reap greater profits, sought to dictate terms to the kingdom. The Dutch East India Company, a powerful trading entity, saw an opportunity to dominate the pepper market and increase their wealth exponentially. They demanded pepper at lower prices and in larger quantities, a proposition unacceptable to Maharaja Marthanda Varma. The Maharaja, a wise and resolute leader, understood the value of his kingdom's resources and refused to be exploited. He refused to be bullied into submission, asserting Travancore's sovereignty and right to fair trade. The Maharaja's defiance was not just about pepper, it was about maintaining the dignity and independence of his kingdom. This clash of wills, of economic interests and political autonomy set the stage for a confrontation that would decide the fate of both Travancore and the Dutch East India Company's ambitions in the region. The ensuing struggle would be a testament to the resilience of a small kingdom standing up against a mighty colonial power, forever altering the course of history in the region. The Dutch, accustomed to having their way through intimidation and force, were enraged by Travancore's defiance. In 1739, they launched a military campaign, unleashing their formidable naval power on the Malabar coast. Their objective was clear: to crush Travancore's resistance and establish their dominance in the region. The Dutch forces, armed with superior weaponry and confident in their military prowess, marched towards Colachel, a strategic port town in Travancore. The stage was set for a clash of civilizations, a battle that would determine the fate of not just Travancore, but also the future of European colonialism in the region. Section 5. Colachel braces for impact. The people of Travancore, known for their valor and unwavering loyalty, rallied behind their king. Maharaja Marthanda Varma, a brilliant strategist and a visionary leader, prepared his forces for the impending attack. He understood that facing the Dutch in open naval warfare would be foolhardy. Instead, he chose to leverage Travancore's strengths, their knowledge of the terrain, their fierce determination, and the support of the local population. He fortified Colachel, transforming it into a fortress. Trenches were dug, cannons were strategically positioned, and the stage was set for a defensive battle that would test the mettle of both armies. Section 6. The tide turns. Travancore's triumph. The Battle of Colachel commenced on August 10, 1741. The Dutch, confident in their superior firepower, launched a fierce assault on the Travancore defenses. However, they had underestimated the resolve of the Travancore army and the strategic brilliance of Maharaja Marthanda Varma. The Travancore forces, fighting with unwavering courage and employing guerrilla tactics, inflicted heavy casualties on the Dutch. They lured the Dutch into traps, exploited their lack of familiarity with the terrain, and rained down a barrage of cannon fire and musket shots, turning the tide of the battle in their favor. Section 7. Aftermath. A new era dawns. The Battle of Colachel raged for days, a testament to the tenacity of both armies. However, the tide had turned decisively in favor of Travancore. Demoralized and facing mounting losses, the Dutch found themselves trapped and outmaneuvered. Their commander, Eustachius de Lannoy, was captured, marking a turning point in the conflict. The Battle of Colachel ended in a resounding victory for Travancore. The Dutch, once invincible in their own minds, were humbled. It was a victory that resonated far beyond the shores of India, a beacon of hope for those resisting European colonialism. Section 8. Colachel's echoes in history. The Battle of Colachel wasn't just a military victory, it was a turning point in Asian history. This decisive victory shattered the aura of invincibility that surrounded European colonial powers. It demonstrated that resistance was possible, that even a small kingdom like Travancore could triumph over a global power like the Dutch East India Company. Colachel became a symbol of Asian resistance, inspiring others who sought to chart their own destinies free from foreign domination. The victory resonated across the Indian subcontinent and beyond, demonstrating that the age of unchallenged European expansion was far from over. Section 9. Lessons from the Past. The Battle of Colachel holds profound lessons for us even today. It reminds us that courage is not determined by the size of an army, but by the strength of one's convictions. It highlights the importance of unity, strategy, and a deep understanding of one's strengths in the face of adversity. Most importantly, it underscores the universal human desire for freedom and self-determination, a fight that transcends time and geography. Section 10. Join the journey of discovery. The story of the Battle of Colachel is not just a tale of the past. It is a story that continues to inspire us today. It is a story of courage, resilience, and the power of unity in the face of adversity. By understanding the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the present and a clearer vision for the future. Subscribe to our channel to explore more captivating stories from history, unraveling the mysteries of the past and drawing connections to the present. Let us together embark on this journey of discovery.